Today we're making fajita wraps. Come on in, welcome to my home. Today we are using our fajita seasoning. Now if you want to make your own fajita seasoning, just click that eye in the sky. It'll take you to the day where I made fajita seasoning, or you can go out and just buy a package of fajita seasoning or the big bulk fajita seasoning. It's 3 tablespoons. But let's get started. This recipe is so easy. I have my oven, which is back there, preheat it to 400 degrees, or it's actually heating up if you want to know the truth. And this recipe originally came from someplace else, but I had to change it because, one, there are only 2 of us, which makes a difference, and I adjusted it to how I like vegetables and those sort of things. So I have, this is 6 mini sweet peppers. You can add more, you can add less. My oven just hit the preheating mark. This is a green bell pepper, which is just half of a green bell pepper. I have 1 onion. All of these are just sliced, and I roughed sliced them. You know me. I'm not going to go for pretty. I'm going to go for sliced. This is 2 really big chicken breasts, which have also been sliced. Then I'm going to take my tongs, and I'm just going to mix this up somewhat. You can take your time with this. The next thing I'm going to do is take, this is olive oil. I'm going to pour that in there and once again mix everything up. You want to try to coat everything with the olive oil. And as you notice, I'm trying to pull everything up from the bottom. Now I'm going to take my 3 tablespoons of fajita seasoning, sprinkle about half of it over there, mix it up. Why did I only do half? I want to make sure that it really gets coated well. Take the other half, sprinkle it on top. Now you could just dump it all in there at once. That would be fine. And mix this in well. Now that everything is mixed in, I'm just going to dump it into this pan. Wow, that smells really, really good. Then spread this out evenly. I'm going to bake this in the oven for 25 minutes. Our meat is out of the oven and it looks great, and I'll admit I tasted some of it. Now I have a tablespoon of melted butter. What I'm going to do with that is I'm going to brush my pan. You can use a baking sheet, you can use whatever you want. Now we do the easy assembly part. I'm going to take tortilla shells and I'm going to put 2 at the top. Notice how they're overlapping or they're sticking out. 2 at the bottom, and 1 on each side. And then 1 in the center. That's simple. You end up with a beautiful looking flower, right? Yeah, beautiful looking flower. I have my 2 cups of cheese. I'm only going to use 1 cup or half the cheese. Sprinkle that on the bottom. I take that back. I used maybe 1/3 of the cheese. Now I'm going to take my meat, spread this out, use half of it. I'll take a fork to try to evenly distribute this. Do another 1/3 of the cheese, or just a little sprinkling on top. Let's do the rest of our meat mixture. I'm trying to get those areas that I missed the first time. Now we're going to cover it with the rest of the cheese. Oh, that looks cheesy goodness, I guess you'd say. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 more tortilla shell, place that in the center, and then fold everything over on top of it. Once my tortilla shell is all filled, I'm going to take a piece of parchment paper, put that on top, put a pan to help weigh it down, place it back in the oven and bake it for 30 more minutes. In 30 minutes this will be done and it will be delicious. Everything is out of the oven. It smells so good. I'm just going to cut off a piece of this because yes, I am having this for dinner tonight. In fact, my mom and I are having dinner tonight together, so we are going to have this. Then I'm going to pair this with my dipping sauce. All of these things come together in the end. I'm going to use a knife and fork. Now I'm going to give it a taste. That is definitely really good and pretty spicy. It has the great lemon lime with the sauce, which of course if you want to learn how to make your own fajita jalapeno dip, Click that eye in the sky. It'll teach you how to make that jalapeno dip. The whole fajita wrap is amazing, and you could serve this to a large crowd. I would let it cool a little bit longer than I did before you cut it. It would be a little easier. It is just so good and so wonderful. Now, if you make this, let me know. You can get a hold of me on most social media at cmcolemanhome. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. That way it helps keep this channel going. I hope I get to see you again next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can share it. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos on this channel. I love making these videos for you, and I hope I get to see you again next time.